In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
Hey, good morning, everyone. How's it going? I am back home, ready to talk a little weather. We don't have much to talk about, but the good news is Imelda has hooked out to sea, so that's not an East Coast issue, though there are some issues. I saw some video off the Outer Banks of some of those houses getting battered to the point of actually collapsing into the ocean. It's not a direct hit, but those indirect impacts can be pretty nasty. Getting close to be squirrel season. Won't be much rain for a while. No, there won't, man. It's not going to be rain at all. I mean, I just don't. I mean, I say at all. I'm going to show you what's going to happen. Let's do that. Toledo Bend's looking beautiful right now. We have light winds out there, generally clear skies, more of the same. That's what we're going to be seeing here. And there we go. Things are moving again. So we're going to see that in Alexandria too. Clear skies, mid 60s as of the 8 o'clock hour. I'll see where we're at now. But it is warming up steadily out there, looking nice and clear this morning. Radar. I have to show you radar. I like to show you radar. There's nothing going on there. So nothing. I mean, it's moving. You can barely see that. Not a lot going on locally or really anywhere. 72, so we jumped 7 degrees in the last hour. 69 Faraday, 82 in New Orleans, and 70 over in Shreveport. It is warm now, but it's going to get snowy soon. Louisiana Fireplace, they've been on board with us since we started over 2 years ago. So repairs, installations, chimney inspections, and sweeps. This is the time to get on the calendar when it's still warm outside. 318-443-1786 to get a hold of them. They will get you set up. So thankful to all of our sponsors, especially those ones that jumped on early and just stuck around. I guess we're doing something right. Winds today from the northeast. 5, maybe 10 miles per hour. Not a lot going on there. So we are going to see a little bit of a light breeze out there, but we're not going to see much in the way of rainfall, although the HRRR does show a couple of sprinkles tomorrow, and I'm so excited to see that. So I'll show you that in just a minute here. Clear skies, mostly clear skies, highs of 91. First day of October, and here we are still talking about the low 90s. It's not that crazy. I mean, it's 6 degrees above the average, the 30-year average for us. So, good morning, Miss Linda. How you doing? So it's 6 degrees above that. It's above normal. We are above average. We don't like that, but we are going to get some cold fronts coming in here. No severe weather in the area for today, obviously, but again, on Futurecast, got a few storms down toward New Orleans, got a couple of sprinkles showing up, and I'm going to show you what's going on in the tropics and the GFS here further down the road. But look at that, 3 a.m., maybe a couple of sprinkles heading this way, so we will watch that coming in from the east. Here goes, look at this, Umberto basically said, take my hand, Imelda. We are going to get out of here. You're not going to the Carolinas for vacation here. And while we are still, again, seeing some of those impacts on the Outer Banks and places like that, this system has been pulled out to sea, which is a much better path than that thing coming inland and causing all the flooding that we thought might be an issue. Now, there are no other areas of interest. So as we cross into October, this is pretty encouraging because we get more fronts, jet stream energy comes down, and that's going to take more of these things out to sea. So even if we do see something develop a little closer to home, the chances are better that it's not going to impact us because we have that jet stream that's going to come down and take care of us a little bit. Imelda, 90 mile per hour winds. This is going to head on out to sea. I wanted to show you the track one more time just to guarantee that it's not coming this way. They're just kind of aiming toward Europe and bringing some rain and wind out there to the North Atlantic. So nothing for us on Imelda, but the GFS down the road, okay, the GFS has really been kind of hot on trying to develop this little coastal low here. I don't think it's going to become anything named or anything like that, but you can see here, there comes a little wave over. You get showers and storms kind of grouped together, and right down there around New Orleans, it looks like a wet weekend. It looks a lot different down there than up this way. So it's not going to be that far of a distance to travel to get to a lot of rainfall, but I think we're going to stay pretty much dry up here with that system because we're going to stay on that west side. We're not going to be on the east side where it's a little, more moisture and all that stuff. But look at this. I mean, we get a little rain up this way. We have some 20% chances in there. But down toward New Orleans, Venice, Boothville, that area, if you're going fishing down that way, you're taking a charter out there, 3, 5, 7 inches of rainfall way down there in the marshes toward the Chandeleur Islands. It's going to be pretty rough, and we could use some of that rain up this way. Look at these past 30 days, 47% of what we've typically seen, 8% in New Orleans. Monroe's looking good. I was actually up there when Jared Floyd was doing his launch. I think I saw them get that 107% as a a severe storm rolled over, but a lot of yellow and brown on the map, and we are introducing some D0, which is dry. It's abnormally dry, and we actually have some moderate drought areas sort of popping up. And with the dry forecast in the coming days, I think we're going to see that expand. So not great news there, but hopefully a wet winter will fix that. Upper 80s and low 90s for the next 7 days, mid 60s at night on the average, and no real organized rain. Just a couple of sprinkles tomorrow, and then as we get into next week, we could see, if that coastal trough moves a little further west, we could see some rainfall, but not much. Temperature outlook. It's going to be above normal. October 9th to the 15th, looking pretty warm, so more 80s. Remember, I posted about this last night. The average high today is 85. The average high at the end of the month is 75, and the average low is 50 by then. It's going to stay pretty dry from October 9th through the 15th, so through the middle of the month, no real hope for any organized heavy rainfall, but it is going to... it looks like we're going to at least see something, and we've seen nothing here over the last 7-10 days. I think we get maybe a few chances for showers in there, but not a ton out there. I can tell you this, I'm glad to be back home. I love to go see my daughter. I love it. And you'll notice when we're going on trips, it's always family. Me and my wife are like, we've got to actually go somewhere and do something where it's just us at some point, but it's always either Texas to see the kids, St. Louis to see the family, or Seattle to see the other kid. But that's not bad. We're loving it. All right, guys, I'm out of here for this morning. I will see you back here. I am in town for a few more weeks. Then I go up to see my family in St. Louis for my sister's wedding. And so, again, that's when things will get active in the weather. You know that's how it works. If I'm not here, they're going to want me to set my laptop up and do all that fun stuff in a house full of people, and I'll make it happen. But I will see you back here tomorrow. Hope you have a great one.